Howdy folks, today we're going to take a look at this director's cut Blu-ray of The House That Jack Built, a Lars von Trier film, as the case says. Of course, featuring Matt Dillon and Bruno Ganz and Uma Thurman. And I will just say that this is one of the most difficult Lars von Trier films to watch, and that is saying something. I agree with many who have reviewed this film in that there are moments that are absolutely inspired, to the point where I think that one could easily make the case that Lars von Trier is one of the most interesting directors working today, right alongside David Lynch in terms of his impact on cinema. Having said all that, I will also say that some of this film is so vile and so repulsive that I can't believe that he felt it needed to go there. He could have just as easily made every one of the points that he's trying to make in this film without going to that extreme. And while I get it, that's what Lars von Trier does. He shocks, and I suppose one should quit expecting him to act differently. He is just one of those directors that seems to go out of his way to offend. And I would also argue that he's incredibly mentally ill. And of course his art both benefits and suffers from this. He's a fascinating director. There is no denying his unique vision in cinema. I can't think of another movie director that does as many gonzo things that offer moments of just cinematic brilliance whilst also making you want to just throw the TV or leave the theater, because he just freaking can't stop himself. And it's so frustrating, because I think that if he could just prune back some of his worst instincts, he'd still get his points across while not completely alienating his audience. But again, that's just not Lars. He's not going to do it. People should stop expecting him to do it, with the next film he comes out. He just is who he is, and you're either going to watch his movies or not. I would definitely recommend watching this film. I would also recommend that it only be viewed by adults, because the material is borderline, it's certainly X-rated in my opinion, NC-17, whatever they're going to call it. But I also think that it's just, you cannot watch this film and be someone without a fully formed brain, because I don't know. I think, like I said, it's extreme, too much so in fact, but I can't deny that it looks great. It's got a great score. I think even the story, the narrative is fascinating. In the ending, I think he totally nails sticks the landing on the end. And of course, Bruno Ganz and Matt Dillon both give terrific performances, but specifically Matt Dillon, who I would argue gives what may in fact be his best performance in this movie. He, alongside his work in Drugstore Cowboy, I think these are his two best films. Drugstore Cowboy is obviously a lot easier to watch, but for anyone who thinks that Dillon cannot act, I offer this film. I think Something About Mary, he's pretty damn good in it as well, as is his work again in Drugstore Cowboy. Those are three of his best films in my opinion. But in any case, this Blu-ray by Shout Factory Scream Factory it looks great. It's got the theatrical cut and the director's cut, and includes an interview with the director. I definitely recommend it. But again, is this a movie you're going to want to rewatch a bunch of times? Probably not. But there is no denying that it's one of the most singular cinematic experiences you'll probably ever have. And I will give him all the credit for his ability to do just that. I just wish he could prune back some of his more base instincts. So with that, I hope everyone out there is well. Please take care, stay safe, be kind, and by all means, keep watching good cinema.